Hi. Had a letter today.
Oh, that's nice.
From the old man.
Mm.
He wants me to chuck in the clinic here and join him in Sydney.
Simon, what do you think the... What?
Ah, I have your full attention. My father is suggesting I join his practice for 6 months on a trial basis.
His Sydney practice?
That's the one.
Oh. Why?
Why? Well, what do you mean, why? Seems to me perfectly reasonable that a man would want to hand his practice to a son. It's a bone tradition. Well, it's been going on since we did brain surgery with stone axes.
No, I mean, why now? Why not straight after medical school?
Well, I guess he thought I needed some outside experience.
Oh, well, what more could you want working with your father? Congratulations.
Is that all you've got to say?
What else is there to say? Oh, we'll miss you.
Thanks. Anyway, I haven't made up my mind one way or the other.
Mad if you don't.
I rather thought I made a niche for myself here. I'd have to leave Fatso.
Listen, that wombat did fine before you got here. I'm sure it'll be okay once you go. Just tie a locket round its neck with your photo in it and turn him loose. Now, who do you want to your farewell bash?
You sound glad to get rid of me.
Lose a flatmate, gain a flat. I might even get a private life.
I'm still not sure.
Oh, don't be silly, Simon. You can't pass this up. When are we having the party? Simon, have you told them your news?
Oh, Dad's got this idea of me joining him.
What? Go back to the city?
Yeah, he'd like to see me installed in his practice as a junior partner before he retires.
But you can't just up and go, Simon.
Well, I mean, what more could you want? An exclusive practice that's taken years to build up, falling into your lap, goodwill intact?
Yes. Well, congratulations, Simon. Sounds like a great opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to be a Macquarie Street specialist like your old man, eh?
You think I should consider it then?
Well, what is there for you here?
Well, if you put it that way. Same again?
Right.
Oh, what can I get for you, Doc?
Beer, a sherry, and a gin and tonic and orange juice.
Sweet, mate.
Evening, Bob.
Doc.
Mightn't be seeing me around for much longer.
No?
Ah, got a new playpen to play in, eh?
I just got another offer from the Big Smoke.
You take it, mate. Don't bury yourself here in Wandon Valley.
Good dough?
Oh, not bad, but is money that important?
Blood oath.
But there are other things than money.
Oh, is there?
Well, for instance, a place in the community, the knowledge that you're appreciated.
Oh, yeah? Well, you just let us know when, Doc, and we'll give you a hand with the gear. Wonder what the next place is going to be like.
One quack's just as good as another quack.
Thank you.
Hey, oh, look at It's something in the luge, girl. You know, I give a lot to know what's behind that door.
Just barge in, Frank. Nothing's forbidden to a custodian of the law.
That is. You know, I don't like the way Bob and Cookie have been looking at us. They're in this, whatever it is.
Oh, all right, if you're going to fret about it. I don't know what's come over you lately, Frank. You're getting really paranoid.
Why the breathless hush all of a sudden? Are they dropping the bomb in here? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, what'd you find out?
Come on, Frank, we're leaving. Goodbye, Simon. Goodbye. Now, Frank, just put that down. Let's go. Come on. Look, Frank, you're being very silly. Everybody is not laughing at you. Just have the good grace and dignity to ride over it. Frank, that's no way to talk to your wife. I'd like an apology. Oh, so that's how you feel, is it? Well, in that case, Sergeant, I hope you enjoy your dinner at the club. Maybe Cookie knows what wifely responsibility is all about. Huh.
Not having a row, are we, Mum?
No, darling, we're discussing the weather. What can I do for you?
I was just wondering about Simon and this Sydney thing.
Oh, well, I don't know, and I don't think he does either.
Be terrible if he left. For the Valley.
Oh, have you told him that?
Of course not. It's not my place.
Well, why not?
Well, you know what Simon's like. This is his big break. He'd fall to it like a duck to water. Charming the rich and beautiful, swerving around in a Porsche.
That's not Simon.
I live with him.
Then you're blind. I think he's very happy here.
Yeah, he is.
Well, why did you tell him to stay? All he needs is a nudge.
If I say, Simon, please don't go, he'll be my responsibility. If things went wrong, it'd be my fault. I'd have ruined his career. Not to mention the funny ideas it'll put into his fat head.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Just think what life would be like here without him.
I'd have the flat to myself.
Yeah, in custody of Fatso. Oh, but he'd die of a broken heart.
Oh, Mum, you're terrible.
Right, Jed, we'll see you next week.
I don't think that'll be needed, Doctor. You've done me proud. I feel like 20 again.
We'll just take it easy in the discos and that back will be good for another 20 years. Poor bloke's been going around with his spine all over the place. Bit of a push here, bit of a pull there.
Chiropractor, are we now?
You've got to know it all out here, kid.
And what have you done to poor Miss Sim? She's gone right off you.
I just clicked a jaw back into place. I always thought she looked lopsided, and she was. The pinched nerve was giving her those terrible headaches. She'll be fine.
Well, I hope you're right, because she thinks a doctor who doesn't give pills is not a proper doctor.
Then I must be an improper doctor. What are you doing tonight, Vicky?
Tell him, Vicky.
Tell me what?
Oh, go
Nothing.
On. Go on. About going to Sydney?
Oh, yes.
Well, Simon, I just wanted to tell you that I'll cook you terrific meals until you go, starting with one tonight, one of my best curries.
Oh. Thank you.
I tried to explain to Cheryl. All she did was laugh.
She can be insensitive at times.
She couldn't see that you can't be a policeman without some sort of, well, dignity.
I wouldn't worry too much, Frank. It'll all be forgotten in no time.
Could take years. I never told Cheryl, of course. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but that painting, it's nothing like me. Not in the least. Not that it matters. That's the way people see me now, with or without fig leaf.
Frank, more curry. I'll just get it.
Just a bit, thanks. You can understand what it's like, can't you, Simon?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
Not a person in this blasted town that doesn't know now, thanks to Esme and her cronies. Oh, and the jokes. Nice to see you out of uniform. Shirley's proudest possession.
Excuse me, I must get a glass of water.
Is he all right?
Got curry.
I can't tell you, Vicky. It's been a painful experience.
I'm sure it has.
And the kids have got in on the act, too. Walked past the bus stop this morning, and there they were. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh. Hot curry.
Can't hold her head up in this town anymore. I'll probably have to apply for a transfer. And all Cheryl can say is, forget it, let them have their laugh. When I've been stripped of all dignity, all authority.
Oh, no.
Apparently you think it's a joke, too.
No, not at all. It's just when you said strips.
Insensitivity seems to run in your family. Excuse me. I must get some fresh air.
Oh, me and my big mouth.
Poor old Frank. He leaves himself wide open sometimes.
Yeah. And yet he's about the most popular person in the valley. There'd be a riot if he was transferred. It's funny how a place takes you to its heart or shuts you out completely.
Yes.
They don't like change. They like things to be the same. Same place, same time, every year.
Yeah, cosy.
How do you think you'll like city life after here?
I don't know.
I'd think very carefully before you decide anything.
Oh, I am. I'm thinking very carefully.
You've done well here. You're a good doctor.
Yes, I am.
Modest, too.
The thing is, Vicky, should I deprive the world of these undoubted talents? I mean, should these hands be merely used to tend the ills of country hicks?
What hicks?
I mean, after all, I am fourth-generation physician. My family has tended prime ministers, ambassadors, world leaders. I mean, am I not morally obliged to continue this noble tradition?
Oh, I think you are, most definitely. I'm surprised you've deigned to stay with us peasants for so long.
No, what I meant was that the world is a very big place and...
And this is very small and not nearly good enough for the famous Bowens.
I didn't say that.
No, but you meant it.
I was only kidding.
You just let us know when you're ready to leave, and we shall help you pack your Gucci bags, hop in your MG, and speed you on your way.
Yeah, but Vicky...
Good night and goodbye, you great big conceited blob.
Blob? I ended up with 15 tickets.
Cheap if I got rid of Beverly.
True.
Anyway, you might win something.
With my luck.
Oh, come on. Aren't you the man with everything? Youth, looks, charm, intelligence.
None of which has ever impressed you in the slightest.
I wouldn't say that.
Really?
You can be quite an attractive man when you're not being a pain in the bum.
What is it you're trying to tell me, Vicky?
That we'd all miss you.
Really?
Well, of course.
At last, that's someone who cares.
We all care.
You especially?
Yes, all right, me especially.
That's wonderful.
So you'll stay?
I was going to stay anyway.
What?
Well, after the last few days at the clinic, I realised that even if my friends didn't need me, my patients did. And now, joy of joys, my friends do need me, especially you.
Now, hang on a minute, Simon.
It's all right, Vicky. The letter from my father was obviously fate forcing you to declare yourself.
No, it was Mum forcing me, not fate.
It's all right. The past is past. The future is... Let's step into your room for a moment.
Simon!
After you.
You're impossible. You're vain, thick-headed and impossible.
Yes, darling.
Oh, good night.
Oh, Vicky!
I wasn't making you an offer.
Yeah, but you said you needed me.
Well, I do, as a friend.
You mean I can't...
No, you can't. I like you too much to be your lover.
I can't stand it. I think I'll tie Fatso round my neck and throw myself in the river.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Imagine how I feel.
Come on, I'll buy you a drink at the raffle.
One day, you're going to see me for the irresistible macho man I really am.
Get out.
Hello, darling. What's that?
Fatso.
Who?
He chases me, he bites me, he drives me insane. He's Simon's wombat, his responsibility. He can keep him.
Good for you. You could always come home again.
What? That makes it a choice between Fatso and Frank. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do miss you, though.
I miss you too. We never did get away for that weekend on the coast, did we?
Well, we could still do it. When can you get a week off?
About 1990. How about a slap-up nosh in Barragan this week?
Oh, I'd love that.
And that should
Won
keep
the
you
Valley
going for at
Clinic.
least 6 months.
Right, thanks, Doctor.
Oh, what's the trouble, Mrs. Delaney?
You're looking lovely today, Vicky.
Thank you, Terence. I just brought Fatso to Simon.
Yeah. Oh, just a moment. Any chance of you going out to the Delaney farm today? It's Bert Delaney and his gout again.
Tell him I'll be right out.
You'll be right out, Mrs. Delaney. Okay, bye.
I gotta go.
Hey, I forgot. I lent Martha my car.
Oh, you can always take mine.
Mum, you'd be lucky if you got round the corner. Where are you going?
Blue Ridge, near Tom Hall's.
Well, I'm going that way. I could give you a lift and pick you up after I've seen the guns ram.
Thank you.
Nothing wrong with my car.
I was a terrible teenager. I really gave Mum a hard time just when she didn't need it, you know, with the divorce and that.
It would have been a hard time for you, too.
Yeah, well, let's say I don't feel the same way about relationships as other people do.
Naturally make you a bit wary.
Wary? How about terrified?
I do miss Sophie. At first I was hoping she'd want to leave. After a while I hoped we'd work it out. But she's not a country girl, though. Perhaps if I'd been able to spend more time with her and get more involved with her.
At least she knows she can come to you when she needs to. That's important.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I deal with people, not animals. Though I'm prepared to make some exceptions.
is he?
He stopped breathing. Have you got something I can intubate him with?
A number 7?
Yeah. Is that someone? We need an ambulance. My God. Can you get to a phone? Advise the hospital this is an emergency. We'll take him back in the car.
Terence, the horse is still alive.
Can you drive this thing? We'll call at your place and make the call from there. Help me lift him. Right now. Gently. Gently.
What's up? Terence hurt?
No, I don't think so. The woman who rang just said that he and Vicky had been in an accident.
Vicky?
Yeah, I think she's all right. Look, she hit a boy with a car, and there's some animal involved, too. I'm just trying to get a vet to attend.
Give Shirley a call. She might be able to help.
Oh, good idea. Look, the boy's got head injuries, possible burr hole.
I'll prepare the theatre. Have we got a scout?
Sue Hammond can't make it until late. I'll try someone else. I was just about to call Martha in to assist.
I'll start.
Good.
Vicky?
Shower! Hi.
You look terrible. Now, gently, gently. Sit down.
Simon, please don't fuss. I'm fine. I'm just a bit shaky.
Shock. That'll be shock.
I know what it is.
Superficial cut here.
Oh,
Now keep still.
I can't. You're too rough.
Rubbish. I have a very delicate touch. Everybody says so.
It could have fooled me.
You're oversensitive right now. Your nerve ends are raw. Does that hurt?
Oh, yes.
Headache?
No, Simon, really, I'm fine. All I need is a cup of coffee and some brandy.
Anyone can administer caffeine and alcohol. 6 years of hard study, 4 years of practical experience, all at your disposal. Coffee.
I rang the hospital. Brendan said that the boy's going to be okay.
Well, you know what kids are like. Providing he gets through the next few hours, he should be sitting up in bed eating breakfast tomorrow morning. Now, after this, you let me give you something to settle you down. Give you a few hours' sleep.
No, I've got to stay awake and alert.
Well, how about I cook you a scrumptious dinner?
Not unless you're great with campfire and damper.
Well, I'll try anything once. Are you suggesting a moonlit picnic?
No, I've got to go back to the horse, but I'll take a rain check on the moonlit picnic.
You can't go back to the horse.
Simon, if I'm well enough for a moonlit picnic, I can go back to the horse. I've got to be there when the anaesthetic wears off. I mean, if he can't stand up, I've got to get him onto his brisket, or otherwise he'll get pneumonia and...
Yeah, all right, all right. Now, I'll take you out there. We'll boil a billy.
Thanks, Simon. Ben, I'm sorry that this happened.
Yeah, mate. You know Josh was going to ride in the Burrigan show.
Yeah.
Would have done pretty well. He's a good rider. He had a good horse. Might have even won it. Not now, of course. How did it happen?
I was coming down here. There was nothing I could do. He just jumped straight in front of me.
He jumped onto the road without even looking.
It all happened so fast.
But Josh, he's been riding since he was this high. He'd never jump onto the road without looking for the traffic first.
Oh,
Look, I understand how you must feel, but fair's fair.
it's okay, Simon.
You may not know that right after the accident, before she even knew she was hurt, before she had a medical checkup, she went straight to work on that horse and operated on him for 3.5 hours. The horse is still alive because of Miss Dean.
Is he going to live?
I don't know. I won't know for a while. I've done all I can.
Yeah, that's right. So you should keep it in mind before you start making any unreasonable accusations.
What is it?
It's a Bowen recipe, handed down through generations.
Does this mean I'll turn into a super-duper thick-headed city boy?
You must be feeling better.
No, it's my way of covering up.
What?
How I feel. Oh, Simon, I can't be serious with you.
Well, try. Please try.
Well, out there with Ben, you were terrific sticking up for me. I'd never be able to say things like that. I'm very grateful, thanks. Well, aren't you going to say something? Be rude, impossible? Simon, you're staring at me.
Would you like me to get you some more cocoa? A rug for your feet? Make you some soup? Take you to bed?
More cocoa.
Right. We'll go back out to that horse in a while. There's no point in sitting in the cold and dark until we have to.
We've got to get him up onto his brisket at least.
Brisket?
Round the ribs.
Well, how are we going to do that?
Well, you grab his head and you... Oh, it's easier to show you out there.
Do you think he'll pull through?
Really don't know.
He must have been a mess. Another vet probably would have shot him.
I couldn't do that. I'd already caused enough damage.
Vicky, don't you go blaming yourself.
Hi, Simon.
Terence?
Just thought I'd tell Vicky that Josh is looking much better.
Did you hear that? Josh is looking good, Vicky.
Yeah, I heard it. It doesn't really make much difference, though. I still feel responsible.
Oh, that's ridiculous. The horse appeared out of the blue.
Terence, we were talking. I mean, if I'd been concentrating, driving more slowly, well, I'd been able to react.
You were going slowly. You were perfectly in control.
It's not the obvious things, it's the surprises you have to look out for.
It was not your fault. I was there, I know. If it's anybody's fault, it was the boys for jumping onto the road without first making sure it was clear.
Right. There's no doubt he's done that jump dozens of times before. Ben Prescott said so. Josh is an expert rider. He knows that area very well. This time, he was reckless and he failed to take the necessary precautions.
Oh, what difference does it make? It doesn't matter who's to blame. When the horse could still die, Josh could have. It's all my fault. Hello, Teraba. Good boy. We'll have to get him onto his brisket. He'll resist it because it'll cause him pain, but if he stays down, complications will set in and he might die.
Just tell us what to do.
Right, well, Mr. Harris, if you get round to the tail, Simon, you come here. And we take the sacks off. Come on. Simon, just gently on the ribs. Hit it.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, Deraba. Come on. Come on. Come on, son. Come on, up you get. That's it. Come on. Good boy.
Come on, boy.
Come on, fist burn. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now, just one more step. Just got to stand up. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Up you get. Come on.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Come on. Up you get.
Up. Come on.
Come on. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Oh, good boy.
Thanks, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
Well, good. Will the horse be all right now?
We won't know for another 12 hours, but this is the vital step. Good boy.
Well, my boy Alec is coming down in a couple of hours. He can take over till the morning.
Oh, no, I'll stay.
No, you can't. No, she can't stay. She must go home and get some rest.
Oh, the boy will be okay. He'll look after the horse.
Oh. Okay, thanks. Oh, I'll be back later.
Good.
Good boy. Oh, good boy.
You know, I thought I'd enjoy having the place to myself for a bit, but I seem to have lost the taste for it somehow.
It's an acquired taste, Brendan. When did Molly leave?
Oh, on the 4 o'clock flight.
She's only been gone for 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. But the place just doesn't seem the same when Molly's not here. Well, she's having a great time, being spoiled rotten by all her Adelaide mates, and thinks I'm enjoying having the place to myself, but the moment she's gone, I'm out scouring the town looking for some company. Even depressing company.
I've just had quite a day of it, that's all. Patching up Vicky, being there with a brotherly arm around her shoulder, lifting a horse.
Well, there's cold curry, a bit of shepherd's pie, 4 boiled zucchinis, or if you insist, I can whip you up an omelette.
You promised me a gourmet dinner.
Right then. It's cold curry. I'll chop up the cucumbers and bananas. How was Vicky when you left?
Oh, Vicky's pretty tough. It was mostly shock, I think. She'll probably go out and spend half the night with that horse. Insisted on going out there again.
Well, if she's got your car, why don't you stop over the night in the spare room?
Oh, it beats spending the night with Fatso, I suppose. What was that?
Oh, it's Fang. He's missing Molly. The animals usually go off when she's not here.
So's the curry. You quieten the dog and I'll whip us up an omelette.
Deal.
Oh, and do something about this. I can't work in a dirty kitchen. You've had an extremely well-balanced meal. You don't need anything else.
I need something sweet.
Well, you know what sugar does to your system.
So, I'm having an emotional crisis.
You're not the only one. Is that going to go on all night?
You go and talk to her. She's mad about you.
I didn't come here to console a bunch of neurotic animals. Enough! Okay, Doris, cool it. She's only gone for a... How long's she gone for?
A week.
She's only gone for a week!
Molly lied. She told him she'd only be gone for a couple of days.
I think I'll ring Vicky.
No, it's no good. Medication won't help. Nothing will help.
To tell her I'm not there.
Well, won't you already know that?
I mean to tell her I'm not coming home.
Why?
Well, she might want me for something. She might even miss me. I'm no less a missable person than Molly is. Well, maybe not quite as missable. I think I should go home.
Rubbish. You're not married to her.
True.
Listen, mate. Why not spend the night in the spare room? It's all been done up. Electric blanket.
I'll miss Maduna.
Got one of those too. It's a 4-star room.
Hmm?
Hmm.
You've just dropped to a 2-star. He was on the bed. Poor Henry.
Well, he's...
Missing Molly.
Yeah.
What are you so nervous for? It'll be great.
I'm not nervous for me, I'm nervous for Terence.
Oh, ye of little faith. Would I steer Terence in the wrong direction?
You don't steer someone like Terence into this sort of thing. You bulldoze him into it, I bet.
Bulldozed. You underestimate him and me.
So, how?
Slowly, regularly, daily. I just wore him down.
Till he gave in, poor Terence.
Listen, Vicky, this chick, this lady is perfect.
For what? That's what I'd like to know. Where'd you meet her?
Oh, didn't I say?
No, you didn't.
Well, if you must know, I met her at a dance.
You at a dance with your 3 left feet, and she's still talking to you.
Yeah, look, for your information, we were very well coordinated.
Simon, are you sure you're on the right track? Are you sure you know what's perfect for Terence?
I know what's perfect right now, and that's someone who's quite the opposite of Martha.
It's your theory, is it?
Listen, she's fun, she's gorgeous, she moves like a dream.
What does she do when she's not moving like a dream?
I didn't ask for her credentials, Vicky.
Well, you talked to her, didn't you? What did you talk about?
Ever tried talking in a disco?
So you don't know anything about her?
Look, I was with a sister, not her. Anyway, what is this? Look, where's a... Shh. Here she is. Coming!
The door was open.
Oh, hi, Terence. I'm glad you could make it. Come in. Just relax, have a drink. Oh, no, that's mine.
Yes, Terence, just relax. Just like Simon.
Well, it's just the 3 of us then. Your friend couldn't make it.
It's early yet, Terence. Well, here's to a memorable evening.
I'll take your word for it.
Trust me. Another one? Plenty of time for another one.
Why don't we go? She's not coming.
She's only half an hour late. Here she is. Here she is. I'll get it. Terence, straighten your tie. Zoe, welcome. Come in. Vicky, Terence, this is Zoe. Terence Elliott, Zoe Clegg.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. And you're another-y, aren't you? Simon tells me you're a doctor too.
Yes, I'm one too.
2 doctors? Me with 2 doctors? That's what I call a coup.
Coup?
That's right. You're the creature doctor, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you want a drink, Simon?
Of course. So?
Zowie, please, I'll have anything, thanks. Champagne will do. Oh, Simon, I'll have whatever Terry and Vicky are having. I just love animals too. I collect pets. Not real ones. Stuffed ones.
Yes, they are the best kind.
Well, bottoms up, Terry.
So, Zowie, what have you been up to?
Oh, I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
No, I insist.
I've been learning how to fly.
Oh, light aircraft, gliders?
No, just me.
Yes.
We take our clothes
Hello?
off, spread our
Yes,
wings,
Mother?
and just fly.
All right.
Well, jump.
Yes, of course.
Parachutes? Nude
Yes.
parachuting?
Uh-huh.
It's so,
Fine.
so
Cold?
heavenly.
Right. Thanks, Marta. Sorry, folks. I have to leave you. I'm needed at the hospital. Mrs. Peterson's baby.
Oh, Simon.
No, Simon. You stay, I'll go.
No, look, it's my patient, Terence. I insist. Look, have a good time. I might be able to join you later, and, sorry about this, so.
Ros Peterson, she has a history with childbirth. You might need me.
I'm not you too, Terry.
I'm sorry, it could be an emergency. I insist.
What about me? Can't I help?
Vicky, if we need a vet, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, have fun, girls.
Sorry.
Now you see him, now you don't.
It's what they call a blind date.
Oh.
Listen, Zoe, I don't think they'll be back tonight.
No?
No,
You don't know any other doctors, do you?
afraid not.
Shame. I'd really like to catch a doctor. Are you Simon's girlfriend?
No, Simon and I just live together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well. No doctors around? I might as well slope off.
Oh, that's the shot. Oh,
They're back.
Oh, Mum, what a lovely
Hi.
surprise. Come in.
You must be Vicky's mother.
That's why I call her Mum.
You can call me Shirley.
This is Zoe, a friend of Simon.
Zowie. Pleased to meet you.
Would you like a drink, Mum? Mum?
What?
I'll be mother and get your mother a drink.
Oh, look, no thanks, Zoe. I'm just on my way to the pictures. With Frank away, I can go and see anything
Oh,
I like.
Mum, that's just reminded me. Frank left me a list of things he wants done while he's away.
You left me a list too, darling. I'm not going to bother about any of that either. You're both dressed up. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Well, look, I just dropped in and I hope you might want to come to the pictures with me.
I'd love to.
Oh, what about you, Zoe?
Oh, no, she's sloping off.
Oh, no, not now. I love the pictures.
Well, we'd better get moving if we're going.
Do you know any Dr. Shirley?
Are you going to eat that or let it go cold?
Thought I might like some sauce.
It's made in its own mushroom sauce.
Salt and pepper.
On the table.
Do you want some wine?
No, Simon, I've already said I don't want any. Now sit still and eat up.
Delicious.
Do you want to talk about it?
We made a deal, right? We wouldn't bring our work home.
Unless we couldn't leave it in the office, right?
This paediatrician, Dr. Davis, he told Ros Peterson to put a baby in an institution. Forget this one, it's defective. Try again.
Works all right in the animal world. Any of the young born with abnormalities just aren't fed. It's the way they protect the survival of the species.
What?
Well, it was the same with humans till medicine interfered. Any physically or mentally handicapped children died during or just after childbirth.
Oh, right. So what are you saying? That we don't use modern medicine, that we forget about our miracle cures?
Of course not. Now they live for years, causing the parents terrible anguish.
Oh.
10 years ago, Down syndrome children had a life expectancy of 20 to 30 years. Now it's 50 to 60 years.
Yeah, but it was also not so long ago that people died from diphtheria, measles,
It's not the same,
tuberculosis.
Simon.
Look, there were epidemics of whooping cough, scarlet fever, poliomyelitis. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to forget about all those cures?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I know. Maybe we should go back to the Middle Ages. And if anyone gets sick, we stick leeches on them and hang bells around their necks and shout, unclean, unclean. The law of the jungle, the survival of the fittest.
Simon.
The point I was
Look,
trying to
I'd
make...
rather not talk about it, okay? How do I look?
Like an insurance clerk.
Great.
Can I ask what's inspired this new conservative image?
A sense of duty, of civic responsibility.
I hope it's not catching. Where are you going?
P&T meeting?
You're not a P or a T.
No, but I'm recommending. Well, your mother and I are recommending the introduction of a personal development course.
What?
Well, a course involving all aspects of personal development, including sex education.
Oh, I see.
We had this kid in the surgery today, an 11-year-old, and no one had bothered to tell her about something as unimportant as puberty. She thought she was dying.
Oh, the poor kid. So that's why you dressed up as the man from Prudential.
Well, Muldoon will be there, no doubt, and a few others like him. I've got to look mature and responsible.
I think it's very noble of you. You'd be good at it too. You're excellent with kids.
Oh, no, it's not the kids I'll be dealing with. It's the parents, trying to persuade them it's a good idea.
Aren't you going to take the classes?
Oh, good Lord, no. No, that's Shirley's department. Well, I'm not sure if she knows yet, but I'm sure she'll agree.
I hope not. She'd be disastrous.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, she's a trained sister, a warm, sympathetic personality.
Simon, do you know what she did with my sex education?
I bet she didn't try to avoid the subject.
No. She just left a copy of Masters and Johnson on the coffee table.
I bet Muldoon hasn't heard of Masters and Johnson.
Beside a copy of the Kama Sutra. And I bet he's heard of that.
Leave it on. I don't mind.
No, it's all right. It's just ending.
You've been crying.
No, hay fever.
What were you watching?
Oh, I don't know, some old movie.
You have been crying. Your eyes are red.
I don't cry at movies.
What was it, Mrs. Miniver?
Oh, I don't know, some old movie.
I know. Goodbye, Mr. Chips.
Well, if you must know, it was Love Story.
Really? Pure, unadulterated schmaltz.
It's not all that bad.
Ah, the girls are romantic after all.
How was your meeting?
Good. We went down very well. Your mother was very good, I thought.
And Councillor Muldoon?
Oh, believe it or not, he was all in favour. Once he'd said his bit, we were home and hosed.
So when do the classes start?
In a couple of days.
And who's taking them?
Shirley and the school teacher.
Oh.
And me. I was conned.
Oh, I would love to be a fly on the wall. I can just see it. You, straight and serious, and Mum talking about oriental contortions. The kids won't know what they're in for.
There'll be none of that, I can assure you. Mr. Gordon just gave us all this stuff, and we follow it through.
I guess, look.
Want a coffee?
Please. Simon, has Councillor Muldoon seen any of this?
I don't know, but he must have. He was very much in favour.
Very frank, isn't it?
Now, as you all know, cows and bulls are different, stallions and mares are different, and even male and female fleas are different, although it's a bit hard to tell. And I'm sure you've all noticed that men and women are different too. They wear their hair differently. Sometimes. They wear different clothes. Makeup. Makeup? They have different priorities. Oh, damn, I can't say any of that. It's all too sexist. Anyway, they're different. And one of the biggest differences is in their bodies. Some of these are very obvious, like a woman's breasts, for example, or a man's hairy chest. Some of these aren't so obvious because they're right inside their bodies. Oh, pay attention, you there in the corner. Oh, come on, fatso. I'm not that boring, am I? During puberty, all sorts of exciting things take place.
You call pimples exciting?
What are you doing here?
Furthering my education.
I'm dreading it. I can't do it.
Go on, Simon. Start from the beginning. I'll criticise.
Fatso's already done that.
Simon, go on. I'll be constructive.
I can't.
Simon, I am a vet. I do know about reproduction.
I can't stand it, Vicky. All those staring, sniggering monsters. I'm sorry, Vicky. I think I'll have to investigate some male help. I'll see you later. If I don't shoot myself in the meantime.
Fatso, you are mean. All he needed was some self-confidence.
Your mother was a tower of strength, which surprised me.
Why?
Shirley, on sex education? How was I to know what she'd come out with?
She is a trained sister.
Yes, but she's also our Shirley. I admit I had a few qualms when she got into the Melanesian taboos relating to menstruation. But all the kids seemed to be fascinated by it.
So it all went well then?
No worries. Well, there was a bit of giggling when I drew genitalia on the board, but I cast my famous steely glare, and that was that. That's the secret to the craft of teaching, Vicky. You'll have to dominate them before you can become Mr. Nice Guy. I wonder if it'd work with women.
Seems to for Ben Prescott. He's got Marta eating out of his hand.
Doesn't sound like our Marta.
He's been offered a job managing a riding school down near Camden. Bet she goes with him.
Do you mind?
It's good for the leather. Has she told Terence? Marta?
No, he would have mentioned it.
How's he going with Kate Darcy?
Didn't Shirley tell you?
Tell me what?
About Kate's illness.
What's wrong with her?
She's got Huntington's disease. Yes, my lovely. A whole empty flat. My flatmate, the vet extraordinaire, is terrorizing Dubbo for the weekend. So, we shall make the beautiful music together. Oh, yes. All right. Goodbye, sir. Shirl, would you do me a very big favor?
Well, it all depends.
I've got this lady friend coming to visit me the weekend.
Simon, you don't have to confess that to me.
It's Fatso.
What about him?
He gets jealous and bites strangers.
Yeah, that would be a problem. I'd love to have him. Be good company. At least he won't sit and watch TV all night.
Ah, bouffe en croûte, fine wine, a beautiful woman, my own wonderful conversation. What more could man desire? What do you reckon about the booze, Fatso? The subtle approach to the piquancy of a chill bottle of Chardonnay, or just flatten her with a jug full of margaritas? Oh, the wine, eh? You're such a conservative wombat. Never mind. 1 minute and you'll be on your way to Auntie Shirley's and Uncle Frank's for the weekend. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. Simon Bowen murmuring. Angela, my darling, I await your presence with... What? What do you mean you're not going to come? You've got to come. My berth is in its crew. Your great aunt just died. Well, Angela, that's terrible, but I'm sure she wouldn't have wanted you to starve to death. Me? Insensitive? Oh, okay then. Bye. You know, Fatso, life isn't going too well for me right now.
Hello, darling.
Hello. Have a nice time last night, Shirl?
Yes, I did, thank you. How did you know I went out last night?
I called round to see you.
Well, Frank didn't say.
I don't think he noticed.
Watching television, was he?
Yes. Have you got problems too?
Yes, but I'm going to do something about it.
I could see that.
You didn't bring Fatso around last night. What happened?
You don't want to see a grown man cry.
She didn't turn up.
She didn't turn up. I've had a terrible time. Terence thinks I'm incompetent. My flatmates deserted me. And Angela's great aunt died and ruined my weekend.
How is Fatso?
Moping for Simon. I think he blames me for his absence. He tried to bite me twice this morning.
You can't expect gratitude for putting him in a cage.
I have to put him in a cage, otherwise he'd run amok. Any normal wombat would run back to the bush.
The crisp clearness of the air, the sudden rush of fragrance as the wheat's harvested.
You harvested wheat?
Well, no, but I would have if it was ready. But you know what I mean. It's all that feeling of physical satisfaction. The body labouring in the sun and fresh air. It gives you a feeling of...
Exhaustion.
Freedom, Vicky. Freedom. It's made me realise why I came to the country to work. It's my métier.
Simon, you came to the country to work because you couldn't get a job in the city.
That is cynicism, Vicky. I was destined to work in the country. I'm appreciated here. All those years of study was worth it. They treat me like a native.
Native what?
A native son, Vicky, like Fatso. Oh, by the way, how is Fatso? Give you any trouble?
No, not a bit. He's over there.
Hmm?
Well, what did you expect me to do?
But a cage? I mean, a beautiful, wild, free creature like Fatso.
Don't you dare let him out unless you're taking him home with you.
Well, how would you like to be locked up in there?
I wouldn't, but then I don't bite.
I think you've lost your sense of proportion, Vicky.
You may well be right, Simon, and it's probably through lack of sleep.
Ah, so you did miss me, did you?
Simon, because of you, that dear little possum you insisted on feeding has turned into a whole damned army of them running wild and free on our roof.
And that's another thing. You've lost touch with nature, Vicky. Come, Fatso.
Good heavens, are you still up?
No, I'm asleep in bed.
What are you doing?
Minding my own business.
Ow! Oh, temper, temper, temper. Wasn't my fault. He bit me. Where is friend Fatso?
Shut in the laundry.
Not locked up. Not that wild, free creature that's taught you your love of country life.
Yes, that one.
What's he done?
Nothing, and he's not going to get the chance.
Oh. You're not going to stuff him in that, are you? You got angry with me for putting him in a big cage.
This is not for Fatso. It's for those possums of yours.
My possum? Oh, we've gone off possums now too, have we? I thought you loved the dear little creatures.
That was before.
Before what?
Before I saw what they'd done to my clothes I left unpacked on my bed this morning.
Oh, no, they didn't.
2 silk shirts. Ruined.
Simon, I think you've lost your touch with nature. And so soon.
It's not funny, Vicky. Those possums, they have to go.
Your trap worked. Brilliantly.
It did?
Unfortunately.
It's only a baby. I'll let it out to rejoin its parents.
You can't.
Why not?
Because last night I cornered its parents in the bathroom and turned them loose in the scrub.
Without their baby?
Well, how was I to know your damn trap would work?
Oh, that's terrible. It'll die without them. You're a cruel, hard woman, Vicky Dean.
You're the cruel one. You made the trap.
Poor little orphan. My possum and me, la da 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 da.
The hot water bottle I applaud and comprehend, but the alarm clock?
And you, a country girl at heart. Cookie gave me all the necessary information to raise orphan marsupials.
Cookie was having you on. Is the alarm clock to remind it when it's mealtime?
Vicky, the possum thinks the clock ticking is its mother's heart beating.
Oh, how are you going to feed it?
Ah, now that's where I bow to your superior knowledge. The principle I'm aware of, the practicalities escape me. I'm not equipped to be a mum. That's not a sexist remark.
You wouldn't dare. I'll prepare a formula of evaporated milk, glucose, egg yolk, and a vitamin and mineral supplement, and dilute it with a bit of sterilised water. Does the possum have fur?
You know it does.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to treat this as a professional consultation.
Oh, does this mean I'll get a bill?
You never know your luck in a small town. I'll keep our latest edition down at my surgery.
Oh, no, he can stay here. He'll be company for Fatso.
He needs to be fed at frequent intervals, little mother.
I can pop in from the clinic.
Every hour and a half?
I never shirk my responsibilities, Vicky.
You'll need solids.
Like what?
Soft fruit, flowers, rose petals, that sort of thing.
Perhaps you're right.
Quite right. Our latest edition will stay with me at my surgery.
Rose petals. Champagne tastes on a beer pocket.
Your beer pocket? You're footing the bill for our little gourmet. Remember?
Morning.
Morning. What's with him?
He's been invited out to dinner tonight.
Oh, half his luck. It's Vicky's turn to cook.
Well, you're invited too. My place tonight.
Frank cooking? Oh, wonderful. But I don't mean to suggest that you're not a good cook, Shirley.
Who do you think taught Vicky?
Ah, that's one of those trick questions, isn't it?
Well, are you coming?
What about Vicky?
Of course, Vicky too.
Oh, good. I'll be able to keep an eye on my baby at Vicky's surgery.
Oh, no, Simon.
Out the back feeding his baby's face. His baby possum, Mum. It's all right. You haven't missed out on anything.
Oh, the possum.
How goes the patient, Simon?
Well, there's no doubt about it. Super vet here really knows her onions.
Marsupials, you mean?
Here you are, Simon.
Oh, thanks, Shirley.
Well, cheers.
Yes, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
Oh, Frank, how are your roses coming along?
Oh, wonderful, thanks, Vicky. I'm going to have a bumper crop this year.
They wouldn't be in flower yet, would they, Frank?
No, just buds is all so far.
Didn't realise you were interested in roses, Simon.
It's a recent acquisition, Terence. Very recent, yeah.
Yeah, he's more interested in full-blown roses, aren't you, Simon?
Oh, look, forget the roses. What I want to know is what's happening with this gold rush.
I wouldn't call it a gold rush, Shirl.
It'll really make this town.
Make it a tourist trap, you mean?
The discovery's yet to be confirmed, Shirl.
And not only a tourist trap, those mine shafts are dangerous.
Well, could liven things up a bit.
Yeah, it's the shot in the arm that this town really needs. And at least Wok Larson's giving everyone the chance to share in on the town's prosperity.
Early days yet, Simon.
The only thing wrong with mining is the big money. It attracts the parasites.
Yeah, it'll really upset people. You know what they're like with new people. Imagine the blasting and everything.
Yeah, Esme Watson's already blaming Larson for her bad nerves.
Wally Pope was complaining the other day that Larson's shooting anything that moves, blasting away and shooting game instead of prospecting.
I'll have to have a look into that. Nobody tells me anything.
What? Would you want me to be a stoolie, Frank?
I don't know why everybody's complaining. It could be very good for some people.
Yeah, Max Granger's already given the go-ahead for Teddy's foot operation on the strength of it.
He's interested in it.
Yes, I heard that.
Somebody should warn him.
Frank, if Max Granger's interested, I mean, he's a very cautious man. There could be something in it.
Something in there, too. I think it's burning, Frank.
Why didn't you warn me, Cheryl?
Well, you're the cook around here, darling.
Yeah, Mum, the one and only.
Oh, you?
Boy, I'm glad I didn't say that, eh?
And it serves you right, too.